Hello, beautiful person watching this. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 silent run. Lately, as I've been playing the game for improvement and for fun, I've been recording my runs, and when I win, I like to upload them with some commentary and some general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. This time around, featuring a new webcam location. This seems to be kind of the spot. Unfortunately, no webcam location is perfect for this game, but the bottom right does block the discard pile, which is pretty significant information, as opposed to just blocking part of the word legend. I think is a lot better. So let me know what you think about the new position. Huge shout out to like my 20 active subs, whatever. The feedback I've been getting from the few comments I've gotten has been very positive overall, and I appreciate that very much. You have no idea. So here we are in Act 1. I took 15 damage for a rare card and took the Glass Knife. The Glass Knife is an excellent early attack. And of course we need to kill Gremlin Knob, so we take it. Find an Essence of Steel there, not the most exciting potion. And then we're offered some common attacks. I take the Dagger Spray. I've already got such strong single targets that might as well sure up the sentries and whatnot. And the Gremlin gang and all of that. And it's Slime Boss. So I see there's 1,000 cuts on sale, and it's a Slime Boss act, so I buy it. Have a little fun. 1,000 cuts is a bit hard to make work, but is very fun. And it was on sale. That's a bargain. Also forgot to mention, I took the heal from the, you get to choose between heal for 22, 5 max health, or Relic and a Curse. If you can get the full heal, it's almost always worth, as in, you know, you're not over-healing yourself at all with the amount that it heals, then healing is excellent. There are many question marks in Act 1 that cost you health for some benefit. And in addition to that, elites are very scary. Your deck's not really made yet, so that big heal is really, really strong. Here we are against Laga, and unfortunately drew all attacks. Oops, all attacks. So it's gonna take some damage here, but I used my Essence of Steel, just get that out of the way. And 1,000 cuts is cooking, got it upgraded. 1,000 cuts is, it demands an upgrade. If you're taking 1,000 cuts and you're not planning to upgrade it, then you shouldn't be taking the 1,000 cuts. Doubling the damage is very important. Our first elite gives us an Ice Cream. It's an okay relic, but it doesn't do much on its own. We have to find the turns to conserve the energy. Glass Knife kills the lice. And then just a fungi beast to deal with afterwards, and it's buffing on turn 1, so a very easy hard pull fight. There's a lot of variance in how difficult the hard pull fights actually are. And that was one of the high rolls, I would say. And here we are with an interesting pick. I would say Crippling Cloud in general is very good, but I just wanted the backflip there. I already have 1,000 cuts to do this AoE damage. A little bit hard to play all those 2-cost cards, so I go for the backflip instead. I already also have a footwork, so the backflip is slightly better for that reason. And an Hourglass is a good pickup, especially going into sentries, especially basically hitting for 9 damage a turn is very, very nice. Piercing Wail to break all the artifacts. And I choose not to strike there. I have Ice Cream, so I can certainly do something stronger with my energy later on. Very, very easy to forget your relic bar in this game. Definitely want to put some thought into what you're doing before you end your turn or make any play. You want to consider what is on your relic bar. Could drastically change your decision. We find a Kunai. Kunai is pretty good. On the Silent in particular. has a lot of ways to play a lot of small attacks in one turn, Blade Dance, etc. So I took a Cloak and Dagger there. Cloak and Dagger is a card I'm pretty low on in general. Just a little bit Jack of all trades card, Master of none. Doesn't block amazingly, doesn't do amazing damage, but it does both. But in the case of Kunai, if I upgrade it, that's 2 attacks that count towards Kunai, and when the Kunai gains me dexterity, then the block part also blocks for more, so seems like an excellent card to me, given my relic bar. Piercing Wail is cooking here. And Mercury Hourglass is also cooking here. Get to kill that guy and then block. And since the green slimes only hit you every other turn, I should be perfectly safe. So this fight went well. Didn't even draw 1,000 cuts, don't need it. Smoke Bomb is probably the worst potion in the game. I skipped that, I already have 2. The problem with Smoke Bomb is if you need Smoke Bomb, you're probably already losing. And you don't want to use Smoke Bomb, because you lose out on the rewards of the fight. And here I have a huge hand with the Silent Relic plus drawing 2 with backflip, so I choose to just upgrade Pot for later. And I can also save my energy with Ice Cream. Perhaps using the potion was unnecessary because I have Ice Cream, which is so strong in this fight. But that's the decision I made. Something to consider. And 1,000 cuts sadly at the bottom, so I can't get that in play before Mr. Lagavulin wakes up, but it's all good. Still full blocking and getting it in play because of Ice Cream. Ice Cream is uniquely good against Laga. Basically gives you 3 free turns to save up all of your energy. Very strong. And Bandages is very, very exciting. Of course, every single time. Very rare. I don't get it very often. And so it's always a treat when we get to work with that. I take a Endless Agony. It turns out that playing 2 attacks for 0 that exhaust is good when you have Kunai. I probably wouldn't have taken it without the Kunai. I already have a good amount of damage there, but it's good with 1,000 cuts as well. Definitely not to be slept on. Sort of like 2/3 of a Blade Dance, except you don't have to spend 1 energy on it. Find a vulnerable pot there, Fear Potion. There's a second Cloak and Dagger. Not sure how I feel about a second one. I think I would skip probably, if I had to guess. 1 is fine, and I'm going to upgrade it. Yeah, footwork becomes worse? Less important, rather. When you have Kunai. Can upgrade the cards that gain me dex other ways. And we're getting our 1,000 cuts. But I have to play Survivor first because I have Sneaky Strike in my hand. Order. Well played. This guy's pretty good. That joke never gets old. So we're going to play a lot of cards this turn. Deceptively large amount of damage. And Hourglass is cooking again. Definitely an overperforming Mercury Hourglass here. Probably should hit the one that's debuffing me this turn, because it's like always hitting me next turn. Probably doesn't matter that much, but something to consider again. But the green slime hit me again anyway, so not punished. But this is looking rather spooky. This fight, I remember definitely being like, oh my god, I'm about to die to Slime Boss again as Silent. But 1,000 cuts and Hourglass, like how do you almost die to Slime Boss with this deck? It's disgusting. So I decide to hit the gray one, and then I can full block, or not full block, but block enough to not die, rather. And I decide what to neutralize. Is it worth getting the 4 in on the gray one, or saving like 3 health? I decide to use it on the one I'm splitting. And then I found my Cloak and Dagger again, cooking, everything's good. And there's a tools that goes well with our bandages. And here are our relics. Pyramid kind of seems obvious. However, I decided that I would rather have a 4th energy this run. Questionable, for sure. Pyramid's really good, but I have 1,000 cuts, and I would just love to play card, and I would love more energy, so I decide to go with the Phylostone. Definitely not convinced that I won't have to rest at any point yet, so Phylostone is fine. Pretty normal Chosen fight so far. Taking 20. Yep, makes sense. Trying to block. And I choose to not play the footwork so I don't shuffle a Dazed into my draw pile. And we get there, find a skill pot and a reflex. Reflex is reflex plus even, somehow. Reflex is excellent with our tools and the bandages thing. Of course, trying to lean a bit more into the whole discard thing than normal when you have bandages. It's a very, very good reason to lean into that. And we found a Storm of Steel with our skill pot, so these birds are about to get cooked. Storm of Steel will discard my whole hand, gaining me a billion block, and then also I can pop one of the birds. Then attack the one that's buffing me, or buffing himself rather, of course. Echo Pot, not particularly exciting. And there's a Tactician also, so suddenly this discard thing is coming together. Tactician is not great yet. I already have a 4th energy, blah, blah, blah. But it'll be good later. And I can get away with taking it right now, so I do. Blade Dance is unusually good when you have Kunai. Also gains you 1 dexterity. Consider clicking Predator there. I have 4 energy, draws cards. Do I actually click it? It looks like I do. Also, Flash of Steel is here. Flash of Steel is a 0-cost attack that draws a card, so it's basically free 1 charge of my Kunai, which is pretty good. And the Predator as well. I don't remember doing that, but I think it's reasonable enough. Predator, I think, is a card that you don't realize just how good it is until later in your Slay the Spire career. It's above average damage for the cost, and it also, drawing the 2 cards next turn is really good. If you've already spent 2 energy this turn playing an attack, then you might not have enough energy to make use of the cards if you drew them this turn, such as Wheel Kick, which is the exact same card basically. So drawing them next turn is pretty good. Whereas at first glance it might seem like strictly worse than drawing 2 cards this turn. Ends up not being true. Yeah, all these fights are going very smoothly. I have enough energy. Forgot to mention, part of the consideration for picking 4th energy was I have Ice Cream. Very good. And yeah, Upgrade All was huge there. Haven't gotten many removes in. Upgrading all your defense especially is really, really strong. So that's a great event for sure. And then found a Welly Plans, upgraded that bad boy. Welly Plans is excellent. We could turn, drew the 1,000 cuts. Another excellent turn. Should not have attacked that, that's a mistake. It's already gonna die to 1,000 cuts. Also shouldn't attack that one, I figured it out this time. And that's a lot of damage. I play the Cloak and Dagger, get my Kunai proc in before blocking with the rest of my cards. End up only taking 1 damage from this 51 damage attack. That's very, very good. We are certainly blocking in this run. Only took 1 damage from that Gremlin Leader. Very, very good. Those cards suck. Go next. A lot of decent upgrades here. Blade Dance is a consideration. Predator does a lot more damage when upgraded. Backflip Plus is good. Footwork Plus is good. Tactician Plus is good. I don't really need that much energy though. Tools of the trade though, some turns could be awkward if I'm playing a bunch of cards, and just always getting tools in play is pretty important with the bandages and reflex tacticians, so I end up upgrading the tools just to make sure it's always playable basically. Again, doesn't mean it's the right decision or anything, that's just what I decided to do. And I go left, gives me the opportunity to go take the super lead if I feel like it. Ornamental Fan is a great relic for our build here, playing a lot of small attacks to charge Kunai, and then also gaining some incidental block with the fan. Decide to take 1 over... I should probably have not taken the 1. That's... What did that class I do, like 1 damage? Need that 1,000 cuts in my life right now. Misplay. Should have played 1,000 cuts first. Missed 2 damage. Let's see if it matters. Spoiler. It didn't. But it could have. That's what we're here for. I'm offered a Nightmare. That I really strongly considered this Nightmare. It's like, if I use it on 1,000 cuts, that's a lot of damage. But that's a little bit ambitious at this point. And there's also a backflip here, and backflip with 4 energy and kunai and footwork is really good. And it's always going to be good. So I just go with the safer option there. Nightmare was definitely a consideration there, though. If you're feeling a bit spicy and you feel like you can get away with a Nightmare, you could definitely try it out there. Not a great hand here. I go for the Snecko Pot just to try to be able to block this turn, and not an excellent result. A lot of 3s. Well, at least I got to block. Gotta find this 1,000 cuts, man. Definitely not great of a situation to be in. Like, relying on exactly 1 card to deal all your damage. And not getting multi-attacked this turn, that's good. This fight is, of course, unusually difficult after taking the Philostone. Effectively multiplying 1 times the number of turns from that Philostone strength. But I do have a Piercing Wail. Piercing Wail is, in case you didn't know, an insane card in some fights. Any AoE fight where they're all hitting you at once, anything that has a multi-attack like this, especially against the heart. Like, some cards you would pick early and be like, oh man, it's great early, but then it sucks against the heart. But the heart has a multi-attack that does 15 hits. Piercing Wail literally blocks for like 60 damage against the heart. It's crazy. I found a Snecko Skull. That's an excellent relic that I have no use for right now. But if I find just a Noxious Fumes at any point, it'll be quite good. What did I take there? Was it not terror? If it wasn't terror, it's kind of crazy. I'm gonna have to remember what cards were in my deck and then figure it out. I'm not going back. It was Acro, right? That makes sense. Acro's really good. I have, I also have 4 energy and bandages and discard synergy, so yeah, that makes sense. There's a flex pot and another tear. That time I can take it over trash. And we're offered a flex pots, but I decide I'd rather have the permanent strength rather than 5 strength for only 1 turn. This time I'm more careful with where I'm pointing my clicks, and we just get there on both of them, which is very nice, and I get to play well-laid plans. That's a great turn 1. So my turns this run are just very, like, smooth. I'm playing them well, and they're just kind of working out also. It's beautiful. Pass, save the piercing whale, in case I get attacked next turn. And I do. So this Gremlin Knob is a lot more feisty than the last one. I mean Gremlin Leader, excuse me. Last one was pretty gentle. Oh yeah, I have Fan and Kunai, so play the attack. Keep an eye on your relic bar, lads. Current me did not even notice that. And there's a Calculated Gamble. Excellent, excellent card with bandages. Also blocks for Rebellion, and it's good. Like, even when you don't have bandages, Calculated Gamble is a good card you can draw. So boy, is it all coming together here. And I find Toy Ornithopter. Toy Ornithopter. The fact that you could find something like a Toy Ornithopter eventually is a reason why you should save your potions. For example, fruit juice. Many people ask, hey, why don't you just immediately drink your fruit juice? And the chance to find a Toy Ornithopter at some point, and you basically missed 5 health, is a reason, just one of several reasons why not to. So basically, until you are offered another potion, you should keep your fruit juice around just in case. Or if you're gonna die if you don't drink it. That's a great reason also. Yeah, we got our strength pot cooking here. Definitely not using ice cream. I don't know if I should be. I think playing strike there is fine. It's vulnerable, but I'm not weakened yet. I'm kind of hoping Collector makes more dudes so I can cut them all up. But even if he just attacks, it just attacks. I am gonna be full blocking for sure. I got a lot of decks. Oh, and it's making more minions. Foolish. That was a good fight. 0 damage? Is that right? That was a good fight. We're offered a second 1,000 cuts. And I'm down to clown. You know me. I think it's just good. here. Like 1,000 cuts is really cooking here. Take 1,000 cuts and upgrade it as soon as I can. And then we're offered more energy. Choker unpickable here. Busted Crown was low-key possible, but I took the Cursed Key, it's just better, and I already have Blue Key. That's the big thing here. I don't even have to open a chest. But spoiler, I accidentally open not 1, but 2 chests, and I can't remove either of the curses. Really, really stupid. And yeah, if I can offer you any wisdom, it is, if you take Cursed Key, just when you click a floor, just take a second. The autopilot takes over. Ooh, a chest. Click it. No. You can't click it. It's not that big of a deal. You don't need the relic. You just need to not have a curse in your deck. Yeah, I can avoid playing 1,000 cuts against this guy. A bit weak. And there's a Fumes Plus. There's also a Concentrate here. Concentrate would be reasonable when that's to get a couple more acros or more reflexes, but yeah. Fumes is really good. Some scaling is better because of Snecko Skull. So not bad. Here I'm thinking, do I footwork or do I play all 3 block cards? Or do I get a Kunai proc? Probably should have double defended there. I'm not sure what that was. Mistake. I think I thought I had lethal in the one in the middle, but I didn't. Which means I'm bad at math, I suppose. Another Blade Dance is offered to me, I take it. It's really good with double 1,000 cuts also, not just kunai, so it's really all coming together here. But this question mark is a shop. There's another reflex on sale and another gamble, but there's actually another shop coming up, and I don't want to spend all of my money. So I take the really good things, and then I take the second shop, and I find a Tactician on sale and a mirror. I could have mirrored 1,000 cuts plus, but I instead mirror my upgraded calculated gamble. Seems good. 3,000 cuts, a bit much. I didn't even take the Tactician. It's not necessary. Makes sense. Already got too much energy, probably. Get my kunai proc before playing the backflip. Didn't need to play that defend. Wasted 1 energy with ice cream. Mistake. Almost took damage there, kind of. I have poison as well. Look at all the cards I'm drawing. 2 extra because of Predator, of course. Yeah, now we're doing silent things. Drawing a billion cards, playing a billion attacks. Just gonna watch this transient get the shit beaten out of him for a little while. It's kind of mesmerizing. And we did it. Another potion that is worse than Dexpot and Fairy, so I hang on to those. Fairy in a bottle is, if you can afford to keep it, it's quite good. A nice reason to take, for example, Sozu, if you already have one. Just lock that in. Basically, it becomes a lizard tail at that point. With like, the downside is you have to pick Sozu. And I'm offered a leg sweep here. I don't. I have 5 energy, ice cream, and like not a lot of ways to apply weak. So I'd love another like actual way to block that isn't just defend plus and backflipped and whatnot. Just a very solid value card. Unclear if it's right to take it, but I stand by the pick. Applying weak is good. Mr. Nemesis is here. This is the Super Elite. Has 8 metallicize. I'm thinking about gamble here. See what I'm about to draw. Pretty good turn. Full block. This deck just gets there on every single fight. It's amazing. It's like the perfect amount of power for each fight. Just barely full block, and then keep gaining more and more decks. I have 9 energy. Cool. I need more acros so bad. I don't think I find more. Spoiler. It's a common card, man. Meat on the Bones offered to me, it's fine. And some scaling damage here. There's a catalyst. So the 1,000 cuts and all that is going to shore up the lower health fights. And then when I finally get to the heart, I would love to have a catalyst with my fumes. So take that just in case. Remove a strike. Of course. And we go right. A lot of question marks. Still haven't seen Mind Bloom. So go that way. Upgrade is good. Hit my 1,000 cuts. And I click the thing and I have a little seizure there because I know it's wrong. Very sad. I think it was pain as well. And I get a chest and I do it again. Also, I can't afford card remove. Very sad. I definitely do it again. I remember. And I actually, that's how I didn't even mean to click it. Like, my mouse was just right there, and I was pretty annoyed by that. But we don't save scum on this channel. I'm taking the L straight to the bank. I don't personally find anything wrong with saves coming. If you're trying to learn the game and you know a thing is wrong, but like you're trying to get rid of your muscle memory, you're not playing for a stream or to compete or anything, you should definitely, if you know you made a huge mistake on the floor and you can undo it, you should definitely just save and quit while you're learning. There's no need to completely ruin a run just because you're new and made a mistake. It's totally fine. Just know that if you are trying to play the game seriously, that it is considered cheating, but it's a single player game. No worries. And of course, since I'm recording my runs and uploading them, I do not do it because that looks bad or whatever. This giant head is in peril. I don't know why saying that is so funny to me. Yeah, one of these curses is pain, and that is not great. Pain is, luckily I have a lot of discards, so it's like not so bad. Also, I hit Mummified Hand. Mummified Hand is a good relic, but not necessary in this deck. I have 5 energy and ice cream. I'd love to find like one more poison card, just in case. Noxious Fumes is a little bit, you know, doing its best, but a little bit slow. Got there, end our turn before we accidentally draw Pain again. Horncleave is good. Acro is really, really good. I did find another one, I was lying. I forgot. This time I didn't play Blade Dance first because I wanted to draw with Gamble. There's Pain. I'm already full blocking, so I probably just end my turn. Smart. There's Doubt, goes away. Like, we'll say I meant to take the curses. I just wanted to make the run more interesting. It was a little bit too easy before, so gotta make it challenging. Bring some artifacts. Probably not really important. I had themes in play. Could have just... I want to put Terror on one of them though, as quickly as possible. Or Donu Deco, man. Take one to get rid of the pain. Keep playing cards. Can neutralize then Terror. Pretty good turn. Wish I had Pocket Watch to count how many cards I was playing. Make sure Pain's not in my discard pile, or my draw pile. Like in that case, I could have not played that strike. Hold it with Ice Cream. Definitely kind of wasn't really thinking about the Ice Cream at this point, but if you're really trying to min-max, you know, not playing basic cards when you have Ice Cream and 1 energy left is probably correct, so something to keep in mind. But I definitely value playing quickly. I don't want my runs to be like 3-hour runs. Those are... I know it's while totally respectable for the players to do that, I understand it's, for many people, not a great viewing experience. And I like to play fast anyway, so... Just full block, and then pass. Mr. Time Eater, of course, can only play 12 cards, and then he will end your turn. So, being a bit careful with the amount of cards that I'm playing. Trying to put all my stuff in play. And normally a Shiv deck type beat would have a bit of a hard time against the snail. But Kunai kind of scales with the Time Eater. So it's all good. This is a sad turn. Very tough. Beat on the Bone actually doing something against all odds. I have 15 energy. Might be enough, not sure. Then probably from here on we're just playing 12 cards a turn with this much energy. If I had to guess. For them slimes. I had a kunai on too. I should have played an attack. And then I'm splitting here so I don't play anything. Did I take that leg sweep? Was that real? I don't think I've seen it like in my hand once. Maybe I was crazy and I didn't actually click on that. Definitely talked about it earlier. Don't think I've seen it. I'm going insane, losing my marbles. Yeah, kunai possibly a little bit overrated by a lot of people. Like, it's not like, oh my god, or anything, but in this deck it was really good, for sure. And I definitely leaned into it, so rewarded. And yeah, aside from that one really atrocious turn in this fight, it went pretty smoothly. Got there. How does this deck beat Time Eater? You fool! And we're at the ending. To thump, etc. No idea what the upgrade is here. Acro, probably. Footwork. Reflex, sure. Same, basically the same thing as Acro. Is that true? No, it's not true. Does Deadly Poison? I have like exact money for it. Deadly Poison is good against the heart. I don't buy it? I think I buy it. Oh, I buy Weak Pot. Okay. Hindsight, I might have bought that. Deadly Poison. I did take the leg sweep. Okay. I'm not insane. Just I feel like I haven't seen it in my hand at all. It's going insane. Taking a billion damage against the Act 4 Elite. Down to 13. Pretty spooky. This is low-key the hardest fight in the game. There's something about the way I build my decks that just always almost dies or dies to this fight. I'm at 1, by the way. Discard the pain so I don't die. I have Fairy in a bottle. Getting a little lucky with the pain. Not gonna lie. Because pain is you lose 1 health. It's not take damage. You lose 1. So even if you have a billion block, if you play a card with pain in your hand, you will take the 1. Always. Go into heart with 13 health. And I find Duplication Potion, Incense Burner, that's a pretty good floor. Incense Burner is unfortunately on 0 right now, but it's still good. And Duplication Pot will be for the Catalyst. Could have been on the 1,000 Cuts also. But I choose to do the other way around. Should have discarded Gamble. I didn't have Wily plans in play. Not sure what that was about. It's a Weak Pot, Toy Ornithopter. Probably breaking Fairy in a Bottle here. Can't block for enough. Is that right? Yeah. In that case, I shouldn't have even spent all the energy on it. Mistake. I just didn't do math and decided to go for it instead, and then it didn't work. And you can Blade Dance and then gamble for more cards. And I do that to make sure I don't die, and it ends up drawing me another gamble, so very, very correct play there for sure. So, a dicey fight, but I play the Slime because at this point I'm feeling pretty confident. Like if I don't die this turn, then I should be fine. I might even play these Agonies. Yeah, get them out of my deck, I don't want them. And then, yeah, should be good after this. I'll have Instance Burner on the next cycle around, and I'll have some decks now. Should be fine. Something like an After Image would have been amazing here, but didn't get there. Certainly not complaining about my Relic Bar, though. That's for sure. It's like not a single bad Relic up there, to be honest. And I get rid of the Artifact Charge before playing Piercing Wail. That's good player stuff. Like the video if you ever accidentally Piercing Wailed into a hard Artifact Charge and died for it. I know I have. And I have the Catalyst up to 85 poison. To really seal the deal. Triple gamble in my hand. Should have kept backflip there. Mistake. Keeping 2 gambles is pointless because when you play one, the other will get discarded. Shiv, gamble. Acro gets rid of pain. You're just doing as much damage as possible. The poison will, you pass your turn, the 200 damage per turn counter thing resets, and then the poison goes off. So all of the damage I'm doing here is real, and then it will reset, and the poison will tick. And yeah, we could kill this turn, I think. Right? Yes, because the poison will then tick again. So just need to do 20 or 18 more damage, and then we win. We did it. It's 49 minutes, a pretty quick one overall. That's 320 block from Ornamental Fan and 99 dex from Kunai, and 744 block from Bandages. Some excellent numbers here coming out of my Relic Bar. Pretty good. So, that was the run. I thought that was pretty smooth overall. A satisfying silent victory. Let me know what you thought below. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, have a beautiful day.